Welcome to yoga today. For our gentle chair yoga class, we're going to be using some Kriyas where we move energy through the body, really cleansing out the chakras and moving stuck energy and also creating more energy in our body through these Kriyas that we'll talk about. So welcome, enjoy your practice today. Make sure you have a block if you need it for any support in these poses, a mat, and a chair without arms that I'm sitting on here. And you may want a ball as well, some kind of a ball to do a massage for your feet. And that's where we're going to start today. Let me back up a little bit. Hopefully you can see my feet here. We're going to start with grounding, and in a minute we'll use the ball to help add to that through the bottoms of our feet. So sitting up tall, we have our feet right underneath our knees. So our ankles lined up right under our knees for nice alignment. Our spine is tall. I'm sitting a little bit out from the chair, so my back is away from the chair. And pressing my feet in, stretching my toes apart, feeling the ball of the foot and the heel and the sides that touch the floor, engaged in the floor. So let's just close our eyes here for a few moments and begin to connect with our breath, just noticing the breath as it comes in across the nostrils. And as we exhale, also the breath coming across the nostrils. Notice the difference in the temperature of the breath as it cools, cooling breath coming in and a warming breath that leaves. And we bring ourselves to our practice today, to this moment. Our mind has a tendency to go into future events and thinking about all these things that we want to figure out or work through or solve problems. And it also will visit the past an awful lot. What did I do yesterday? What happened in that relationship yesterday? All of those things that take us out of the present moment. And in order to stay here in this moment, what we can do is to connect with the sound of the breath coming across the nostrils. Taking a few nice deep inhales and full long exhales. You can also come into this present moment by noticing how your body feels. Noticing what parts are touching the floor, what parts are touching the chair, and how do those areas feel when they come in contact. How does the body feel? Are there any aches or pains in the body? Just noticing those things as well. And in this way, we can not only come into the present moment, but we can begin to calm that fight or flight sense that we get or that we are living in a lot of the time in the day, which causes stress. We can begin to enter into the relaxation response through our longer, slower exhales. If you notice any area of your body that feels a little crunchy or maybe blocked or stuck energy, if you can imagine what that would feel like, then bring your breath to that area. Imagine it expanding. Imagine your breath expanding into that space, opening up that blocked area. And let's begin to just roll our shoulders slowly. Just feel what that feels like. It's been about a week since I've been able to do any yoga, actually, which is why I didn't post a video this last week, a new one. I've been recuperating from eye surgery, and it just feels so good today to be able to move into a practice. And I'm noticing some crunchy muscles, some tight areas that maybe normally wouldn't be quite so evident to me. Let's reach one shoulder forward and then reach that shoulder back. And we'll alternate right forward, left forward, right forward, left forward. And of course, as we do that, we twist slightly. This will be interesting to see what happens with Sam here, who is joining me for practice, because his eyes are watching the ball that slides along my leg here, and he is really interested in that ball. So we'll see what happens when we begin using that ball. And we'll come back to center and pause. Take a nice deep breath and let it go. Let's take the ball, if you have one, place it on the floor and place your foot, let's do your right foot, place your right foot on that ball. And we're going to just roll it. Roll over the bottom of the foot. We'll do it gently at first, and then eventually when you're ready, you can press a little harder into that ball. You'll be able to feel some areas that are a little tight. Maybe it's a little bit tender when you press in with the ball. So we have fascia that runs along the bottom of our foot, and that fascia gets really tight, and that's what causes this plantar fasciitis. That's a result of tight fascia on the bottom. And this will help you. If you do suffer from that, sometimes it's helpful to have a frozen bottle of water that you can roll on the floor and place your foot over that bottle of ice and let that massage the bottom of your foot. And let's move to the other foot. Same thing. I'm going to just roll that. Noticing here if it feels the same as the other side. On my left foot, it does not feel quite as tight as the bottom of my right foot. So that's kind of an interesting just sensation that I'm noticing. I don't have to do anything about it. I'm just noticing it. How our bodies might be different on each side. And you can press a little harder if you'd like. Get a little bit deeper massage with that ball. Maybe even try and squeeze the toes around the ball as if you're going to try and pick it up. Rolling to the heel, rolling all the way back through to the toes. And just kind of enjoy this massage. We're waking up all of those muscles and tendons on the feet which connect to the rest of the body. This helps us with engaging the feet into the earth when we're walking. And yesterday it was so wonderful, and this morning too, when I went outside. It's warm here in Seattle, and I was able to walk outside barefoot in the grass after the sun had been on it. And it's just so soft, and it feels so good, and you can feel all of the contours of the ground underneath it. And it really wakes your feet up when you begin to walk barefoot again. All right, let's place this ball out of the way. I'm going to hide it here from Sam. Maybe he won't worry about it so much. Good. And then let's sweep our arms up. We're going to reach up and exhale down. So you're going to be moving in whatever range of motion is available to you today, right? Maybe you are healing a shoulder. So maybe your arms are going to be here, half like goalposts perhaps. So you are honoring your body, and you're not moving into any pinching or pain. We never want to have that. And if anything becomes too difficult for you, just modify that posture. Maybe make it a little less intense, or choose to do a different posture in that place. So you are listening to your body. We're just warming up shoulders now. Warming up, reaching tall. Moving with our breath, inhaling. As we rise, when we touch the hands, we're at the top of our inhale. As we exhale, we come to the bottom of the exhale. Hands come to the lap. Inhale all the way up. And then exhale. The hands are following the exhale. So when we come to our practice, we let go of expectations and judgments and competitions. We move and we breathe to stay in this present moment. Let's bring our hands to our heart now. Close our eyes. We're going to think of something that brings gratitude to your heart. What is that today? I can think of many, many things that bring my heart to gratitude, to expand that heart space with love. What is that for you today? Just visualize that, internalize that, imagine it moving into your heart and expanding outward. Gratitude. And we can release our hands down. We're going to exhale over to the right side and forward, and inhale to the other side and lift. This is one of the Kriyas called Mula Kriya. And we inhale up and we exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, hinge forward. So we want to feel the root of our seat, our sit bones. We want to feel them getting a massage here as we rotate around. Really gaining access into the root of the body, the root chakra here. Number 1 chakra, the base of the spine. Inhaling, rising, exhaling, hinging forward. And let's reverse this direction now. Feeling the root of our body, having a nice massage on the chair here. Inhaling up and hinging forward on the exhale. And then we're going to come back to center. Let's notice how that feels just by pausing here. Taking a couple nice deep breaths in. And we're going to move to another Kriya. So placing our hands forward, hands together. This is Hasta Bandha. Hasta with hands. So we have energy here through the hands. And with the heart Kriya, or the Anahata Kriya, we circulate energy and blood flow with the heart and the shoulders moving and breathing here. We're going to inhale and open. The heart shines forward, and we exhale and reach. And in this place, we open the back of our heart as we feel our hands reaching forward. We inhale, arms wide. Exhale, reach forward. Inhale, exhale. You should feel the feet firm on the floor as well, especially after we did our grounding with the tennis balls. And you can do this faster paced. Your breath moves faster in that case. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Or you may move slower. Your choice here. You can also hold in any part of this Kriya that feels good. Maybe you'd like to open up, letting the shoulders drop down away from your ears, bringing your shoulder blades towards each other behind you. And we reach forward. And we inhale and open. Let's do 3 more here. And we're going to rest the hands on the thighs. Close the eyes, relax the jaw. I already feel energy moving through the shoulder area. The heart is kind of vibrating. Good. Now we're going to do another one. We're going to bring the hands to the heart. This is called Anjali Kriya. It's a twisting Kriya. So we're sitting up tall. Our spine is perpendicular, nice and straight. Our hands are close to our chest here towards our heart in Anjali Mudra. And we just simply twist to the right. On an exhale, we inhale to the center, we twist to the left. On an exhale, we inhale to the center. Our knees stay parallel, facing forward. You can feel the twist in your torso. We're staying upright and spiraling around the spine. This is working through the obliques. You can really feel the muscles on the side body working. And it also helps with the first, second, third, and fourth chakra. Exhale to the side, inhale, center. Exhale to the other side, inhale, center. So I'm keeping my feet grounded on the floor, pressing in. My knees stay parallel as opposed to turning in the chair to the right or leaning the other way to the left. So this is simply from the waist up that we move. Anjali Kriya, moving with your breath. Opening up the energy centers through the spine. Good, and let's relax here. And just notice. While we're sitting, we're going to place a block out in front of us if you have one. You don't have to use it, but if you do, you can place your foot on the block. And we're going to take the right foot, we're going to rotate. So continuing to wake up the feet here too before we do any standing poses. We use the ball to begin, and then we're going to rotate around the ankles here, going both directions. And then we're going to press, heel, and point, and press, and point, and press, and point, press, and point. All the while here, I'm sitting up tall. I'm relaxing my shoulders away from my ears. Breathing rather than holding my breath. Good. And let's bring our hands under the knee. We're going to lift the knee up and straighten, bend, and return. Lift, straighten, bend, return. Notice when I lift up, I'm not leaning back onto the chair to help me. I'm engaging the abdominal muscles, the core muscles, to hold me here strong on the chair, lifting up, straightening, bending, releasing. Let's do 2 more here. And 1 more. Good. Wonderful. We're going to bring our foot now onto our left knee. Little opening through the hips here. Flex this ankle that's on top to make a nice strong base here so it's not flopping around. And as we do so, we lift taller through the crown of the head and the long neck. And we're going to then hinge forward to wherever we can without rounding the back. So we just hinge forward with a straight spine and stop. We might not go very far, that's okay. Keep this foot flexed, and we can allow this right knee to relax down towards the floor a little bit. Maybe the leg might come a little more parallel to the floor. And here we breathe, breathing in. And on the exhale, we breathe out a little longer. Exhaling a little slower. Then we breathe in again. And exhale, slowly relaxing more deeply. Let's do 2 more breaths here. Feeling a stretch in that right hip, or even the right glute. And we're going to lift back up. Release this foot down. And let's take our hand over the knee and we're going to lift it up and open it to the side, and lift up and come back. Lift up and open and up and back. Let me move this block. Up and open. Step down onto it, lift back up, come back. Step down onto it, lift. Step down onto it, lift, and step down onto it. Good job. We're going to massage this leg. Send it some love. Send it some appreciation, some gratitude. And we can massage the back of the leg if we have any tight muscles. If we haven't been doing any yoga practice for a while, this will be helpful. Just massage into those muscles with your hands. Send it some love. It feels good too. Don't forget all the way back here, where we sit an awful lot. Let's get the blood moving. Massage back in the glute, the sit bone area, the low hip. Good. Let's just notice now the right leg and the left leg. Close our eyes. Sit up tall and relaxed. Good. And on this side, we're going to take our foot out onto that block if you have it, and we're going to rotate the ankle. And the other direction. And then let's press through the heel. The toes come back towards your face and point the toes forward, and then flex the heel, toes come back, point back and forth. And you're going to feel the muscles in the front of the leg contract and the muscles on the back of the leg contract on opposite movements. We're also pumping blood. When we do this process, we are also moving the lymph from in our system for our immune system. Really good things to do. Good. And we're going to bring our hand under the knee now. Remember, we're sitting forward in front towards the edge of our chair. We're going to lift up, engaging the glutes here, or excuse me, the core muscles that wrap all the way around the back, the sides, and the front, this whole group of muscles. And then we're going to straighten, bend, and return. Lift, straighten, bend, and return. Lift, straighten, bend, and return. Good. Lift, straighten, bend, and return. Let's do two more. One more. Good. Let's take this ankle and place it on our other knee. Flex the ankle that is raised up here and allow this left knee to begin to relax down. So if it's way up here, it's because you're pretty tight in the hips, which is pretty normal. But then we're going to work on allowing it to relax down. And we do that with what we call sinking breath. So we are going to lift tall through the crown of the head, let the shoulders drop away, and then we're going to hinge forward with a flat back. And you're going to feel it probably somewhere in the left hip. So just go to wherever you begin to feel that, or where it begins to feel uncomfortable, and stop. And then we use our sinking breath where we inhale deeply. And then we begin our exhale slower and longer. We let our body relax in that exhale. Then we stay there and we inhale again. And exhale slowly. Relax, letting the body sink a little deeper. Let's do 2 more inhale, exhales. Noticing if you feel like you are relaxing the body a little deeper each time. And then we're going to come back up. Inhaling up, good. And let's release that foot back onto the mat. We'll place our hand on the knee. And again, we're going to lift this left knee and open it to the side. Press down on the foot, then lift back up and come back. Press down on it, lift up and open. And see if you can lift that knee really high as you come back and forth. Way high and come back down and lift and return. So this is keeping our range of motion so that we can be safe in things that we do, our daily activities, and we can stay strong in the hips so we can get in and out of bathtubs. We can go climbing if we want to do any climbing where we have to hike. I like to use the idea of getting in and out of our yacht in the summer. We must be able to climb in and out. Or perhaps our kayak on the other end of the spectrum. Last one. Pressing down, inhaling, coming back. Good, and let's massage this leg as well. Send it some TLC. Massage in with your fingertips. All the way up. Get behind the knee, or even take a little time wherever you need a little extra support or a little extra care. Maybe your knee. And don't forget the very back part, or around the hip. Good. And we'll come back up, and we're going to notice how both sides feel. Sitting tall, relaxing. Noticing any tingling, any energy vibration in the leg. Good, and then we're going to take our left hand on the left knee and we're going to lift it up and open to the side, press down, lift up, come back, inhale up, press down, inhale back up, press down. So we want to have a nice range of motion here. So we lift as tall as we can, come back. That's going to do 2 things. Not only does it allow us to get more movement in the hip, it engages our core muscles as we lift that leg up and back down. This will keep us flexible to be safely getting in and out of the bathtub, getting in and out of a van, going hiking, getting in and out of a boat. So safety concerns we want to keep nice and centered. Good. Let's just notice how that feels. Good. All right. Let's do another Kriya that is called the Involve-Evolve Kriya. Involve-Evolve. It's very similar to the Anahata Kriya, the heart Kriya. We're going to start by reaching the arms out, allowing the shoulder blades to drop away from our ears. Wide arms, reaching back, feeling the heart opening here, shining the heart up. And then as we exhale, we come back arms forward. So this part is the same, isn't it, of that heart chakra, the heart kriya. So we do this. This is how this one begins. This is the evolve. And then the involve part of this is when we come together with our arms and we hug in. Breathing and noticing. Involve. Evolve and involve. Evolve and involve, where we're concentrating internally here. We're noticing how we're feeling. We're breathing. Eyes are closed. Then we inhale and expand out, evolve, outward opening. Exhale, involve. Inhale, evolve. Exhale, involve. You might also switch your arms, whichever one you have on top, switch it up each time. You can also, in any of these kriyas, stay in one place more. Maybe you'd like to stay in this involve, internal orientation. Inward focusing. And then we evolve, we open to the world. We open the heart to the world. Let's do a few more of those movements, maybe 3, 2, 1. And we can relax our arms down. Here we're going to do a kriya where we're rowing the boat, similar to a twist, but a little bit more core involvement. So we keep our feet grounded. Let me move this block. We bring our hands out here. And this is an upper torso work. And we row to the side, pull those oars over and come back and row to the other side and come back, row and come back, row, come back. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale as we row back, inhale, reaching forward, exhale, rowing back. Inhale forward. Notice my knees stay parallel. It's a squeeze onto the side and we reach forward and a squeeze onto the side, reaching forward. Let's do 2 more on each side. Moving with your breath. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale. That particular kriya is really good for your obliques, your side body. Let's relax the arms down and just notice for a moment how that feels. Good. We're going to sweep the left arm up and sweep the right arm, or reach the right arm down. We reach the right arm down and out. We reach the left arm up, and let's gaze up at it. So we feel a big stretch through the left rib cage here. Our feet are firm on the floor. We're sitting forward in our chair. And maybe we can reach a little bit more, feel more of a stretch through the shoulders and the lower back area. We can gaze up here over the hand, or we can gaze down at the right arm. And then let's come back to center. Relax the arms, shake them out. Let's sweep the right arm up and reach out with the left arm. So we have a lot of dynamic tension between the right arm that's lifted and the left arm that's reaching out. Our feet are pressing in. We can gaze up at the right hand. We feel really elongated through the spine, decompressing the spine, feeling a nice stretch through the right side of the rib cage. And then we can move a little bit deeper here by bringing the arm overhead towards the left. A deeper stretch into the middle ribs. And then we can gaze up at that arm, or we can gaze down at the left arm. And then let's come back and relax the arms. Notice how we feel. I always like to pause between these movements so that we can kind of gauge how our body's feeling and if there's any difference between before and after we move and breathe in the pose. Good. Let's come to a standing place, and we're going to want our ball again. I'm going to move my mat so that it is sideways to you, so you can see what I'm doing a little bit better. So as you get situated so you can see me, I'm going to place the chair here, and I'm going to use the ball again. So let's get your ball if you have it. We're going to place it on the floor and place our left foot on that ball and just roll over it. And when we do it while we're standing, we can place a little more weight into it and get a deeper massage now. Rolling along the bottom of the foot, all parts, the outside edge of the foot, under the toes as we try gripping with the toes, the ball of the foot, and the inside edge of the foot all the way to the heel and the center of the foot. And as you press down, you may notice a place that feels a little bit more tender than another. I'd like for you to find that spot and just sit on that spot gently as you breathe. And let's just see if that dissipates a little bit with pressure. And we can move again. Pressing into the foot. You can place as much pressure on that ball as you would like. This is a good thing to do every day even. Really wakes your feet up. You can walk barefoot. That helps a lot too, now that it's getting a little bit warmer weather for spring. Okay, let's switch to the other foot, so our right foot. And we roll it gently, remembering that we are squeezing the toe area. We're going to roll down the inside part of the foot all the way to the heel and back, and then the center part of the foot to the heel and back, and the outside edge of the foot to the heel and back. And then just find a place as you are rolling here where you feel a little bit tender, and allow it to sit on that spot and see if it will release some of that tension. So this is all helping with grounding, the feet grounding into the earth, helping with our balance. We're going to be working some more on that and creating some strength in our legs here as we're standing. Okay, and we're going to slide that off to the side. I'm going to place it up here so Sam doesn't want to grab it. All right. So as we stand behind our chair, we're going to step back here with our left foot. Bend the front knee. I'm going to bring my pant leg up so you can see the alignment of my knee over my foot here. You want to be far enough away from this chair that you can lean forward without, moving, hitting it. My back foot, I'm going to lunge, and that means I'm going to leave my heel off of the floor. So I'm on the ball of my left foot behind, okay? Now, this Kriya is Anjayana I can't say that very well. It's a Kriya where we move into a lunge, and we move forward, and we move back. And we move forward, but we don't want to move this front knee over the foot. We don't want to come all the way forward like this. We want to stay in a nice alignment with knee over ankle. And then we press back and forward and back. The back foot stays lifted, the heel stays lifted, and our knee is bent behind us. And we're just moving through the hips here. Yeah, good. Back and forth, breathing. And from here, we're going to step forward behind the chair. Maybe roll the hips a little bit. And then we'll go to the other side. So we're going to step back with the right foot. Keep the heel up on the back foot. Make sure your knee is aligned over your front ankle. Your back knee is bent. And we're going to lean forward and back. Forward and back. So as you lean back, your heel might press down on the mat. And as you lean forward, it comes up. So we're reaching, we're moving through the hip. We're not moving across the front of this foot. That puts too much stress on your knees. We want to stay in a nice alignment here. This is really good for getting a little bit of flexibility in the hip, and it's also great for stretching through the back leg. When we stay upright here. Good. Back and forth. Breathing. Inhaling forward, exhaling, pressing back. Inhale forward, exhale, press back. And again, at any point you can stay in one of those places. Maybe you'd like to press back through this right leg behind us and feel that stretch as you wait. And then you can bend the knee and come forward into a little bit more of a forward stretch through the right hip. And then let's step forward again, come back to neutral. We're going to rotate the hips. Good. And one more that is similar to that where we work with the arms. We're stepping back again. We'll plant the foot this time on the floor, and we're going to lift the left arm and release the left arm. So the right leg is bent in a lunge. The back foot this time I'm leaving down for stability. You can have one hand on the chair, or you could place one hand on your waist, whichever way you would like to do it. Standing up tall, we reach up and we exhale down. We reach up and we exhale down. So as you reach up, if you're able to, reach the arm way open, behind you if possible, or to whatever is available for you. If it's here, that's fine. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Let's do 3 more here. 1. Good. Feel tall, feel strong through those feet. Can you feel the feet really connecting into the floor after we worked on the ball? All the different parts of the feet. I think I maybe did 1 more than I said I was. That's okay. And down. Bring the hands to the chair and we'll step forward. And let's rotate the hips again. You can feel the strength in your legs. You can feel how they're working here, right? And this time we're going to step back with the right foot. Let that right foot plant all the way onto the floor. The left leg is aligned knee over ankle again. And this time we start with the right hand. We lift up, reach up, lengthen the head up as well. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale down. Again, thinking about opening the arm to whatever degree you're able to. As we stay tall and strong, we feel the bottoms of both feet fully engaged in the floor. We have a nice balance for ourselves. We can have our hand here on the waist, or we could place it on the chair for more stability. Let's do 2 more here. 1, and exhale down, and inhale up for 2. And exhale down, and let's step forward behind the chair. Good. We're going to rotate the hips. Good. That feels pretty good. Let's see how we do with a little bit of a balance before we come back to our chair. Just a simple balance. We're going to, you can hold on to the chair with your right hand if you'd like. Or you can bring your hands to your waist and see how you do today. Let's lift up the right knee straight in front of us. And we can open it to the side. Place the foot onto the other leg. Be careful not to push into the knee. So placing the foot below the knee or slightly above the knee. And let's see how we do with our balance here. We can bring the hands to the heart. We can hold the chair if we need to. Nice and tall. Maybe grow the branches if you'd like. Let's see where you can go today. And if you come back, if you come out of your balance, that's okay. Just try and come back in. That's the whole process of finding balance. You have to experiment with it. Good, good. Let's become, hands come back down, branches come back down. Release that foot. Rotate the hips. Ooh, both directions, good. And we're gonna balance on the other side. I'll take my chair over here. And I'm going to stand on my right leg this time. Draw my, let's start off first with our knees straight ahead. Okay. And again, you can start here with your hands at your heart if you'd like, or one hand on the chair. And just feel this balance. Then open the knee to the side if you'd like to. My foot is located below my knee. It's pressing onto my leg that's below my knee here. Keep breathing and smile. That helps you balance. And perhaps you grow your arms, your branches up. Strong trees, beautiful blooming trees. I brought in all these beautiful crabapple blossoms for my arrangement for my video here. It's right here behind me. And we bring the hands back together. Come back to the heart. Release the foot down. And rotate the hips. Very nice. We're going to come back to the chair now. Let me fix my mic for a minute. Okay, there. So we come back to the chair. One last Kriya we're going to try. This is called rocking the boat Kriya. So we're going to sit forward on our chair a little bit. We're going to place our hands on the chair itself. And as we're scooted forward a little bit. And we're going to let the knees rock to one side. Come back to center and rock to the other side. Rocking the boat. Now, if you want a little bit more sensation, you can let them go farther. You can twist farther. So I'm coming up onto the edge of my seat to do this. Holding on. Again, just moving through the hips and the waist. Rocking the boat. It feels pretty good. It should be rhythmic and easy with your breath. Maybe you would like to stay in one place, hold that and breathe and notice how that feels. Coming back to center, rotating the other way. Hold that place, see how that feels for you. And we're going to come back to our center, sit back in the chair. And at this point, if you would like to, you can lay down on the floor for final relaxation, or you can sit all the way back in the chair like I'm doing, supporting my back on the chair this time. And close your eyes and just relax here. Noticing how the body feels. We can take a scan of the body from the bottoms of our feet that we've really worked on for grounding. Feel how they feel. Feel what it's like on the floor here. What parts of your feet are touching the floor. If you're sitting in the chair, your feet will be on the floor. And we move our awareness up through the backs of the legs, the calves, and the knee area. The thighs, our hips, let them relax. Try and release any muscles that seem to want to hold on. See if you can let them go and soften. Your glute muscles are soft. Your belly is soft here. You can allow your breath to come in and leave naturally without controlling it. Notice the shoulders soft and relaxed away from your ears. Tensions flowing away from your neck. We can soften the jaw. Allow the tongue to be heavy in your mouth. Take a moment to just notice 2 inhales and exhales, what they feel like. Your eyes are closed and the eyes might be rolled back in their socket. Soften the skin on the sides of your eyes and around your face, around your mouth. You might be feeling your heart beating. You might be noticing sounds in your room or sounds internally in your body. Begin to notice your fingers and your toes, wiggling both, finding some movement in the body now. Rolling over onto your side if you're laying down on the floor, and eventually making your way to a comfortable place to sit. And we'll bring our hands together at our heart. And just for a moment, think about your gratitude. Maybe the gratitude that you started with, and maybe there's so much more now that you have located. I'm very grateful for each of you and for this opportunity to connect with you and to just share my yoga practice with you. It brings a lot of meaning to my life to help others. So thank you for that. I hope you all have a glorious day today. Namaste. Now get outside if you can and walk barefoot. Connect to that rich Mother Earth. Bye.